steps as you go through it?
Well, I'm just gonna trim some jagged edges of fat. We won't leave the skin on this ham. We'll make it a boiled ham, not a deli ham, so there'll be a difference.
All right.
Okay. I'll take the H bone out. Trick, you got a hole in your H-bone, you take your steel and you can pull, use that for leverage so you don't cut your fingers. It's an old butcher's trick. If you're in a plant under USDA inspection, do not attempt to do this if your inspectors there. They will not like it too well. You get it pulled back where you want it. You can go in. And there's your H-bone. You can clean that up a little bit, salvage that meat. We're going to take the hock off here and we're going to hit the stifle joint. The stifle joint is somewhere in this area here. So you just kind of got to play with it until you hit it. And when you hit it, what we're going to do, we're going to roll it out. Roll your hock out. All right. There's your pork hock. All right. Now you can cure that and smoke it. Now we're going to take the femur bone out. We'll start, follow your bone all the way down. Sure you take your kneecap out. Okay. And there's a little hemorrhaging in here, blood splashing, so we want to take that out. We don't want to use this for trimming, so we want to throw this away. You don't want to have that in your product. Now, for an old-time boiled ham, whereas if this was a deli ham I was doing, I would be separating all these muscles, denuding them. In other words, taking all the fat, the connective tissue, this and that. On this ham, I'm not really going to touch it that much. Just in fact, that's it right there. So there is going to be your deli, or your, this is an old-fashioned boiled ham. So what we're going to do, we're going to inject this with a cure with a 9% sweet pickle. And we'll mix that in a minute. 9%, if you use a 9% bloom degree of cure, you can't put you can't put enough in here. In other words, it's not going to be salty. You can inject, and we're going to stitch pump this. There's several different ways to cure ham. You can artery pump it, stitch pump it, or inject it with a mechanical injector, but This, on the old way here, we're going to do this. Now, if you notice, I've left this fat on and this skin on. I'm doing that for a reason. So you'll see after we kind of bring all this together, the reason I'm doing this. This is very, very old fashioned, old school. You don't see this anymore at all.
Right.
So